Are you gonna let us know when it's when are you
I think it switched already.
oh, cool. Joy. Hello.
Welcome back.
We actually have the audio working in the beginning this time. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. You'd think we'd be good at this by now.
False.
It's only been like like two-thirds of a year.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. That's
And also we've had to switch locations a bunch of times. You mainly because you're all over the place.
yes, this is
White
also
people.
true. What?
I don't think this has anything to do with it.
I'm black, man. What are you talking about?
Pew pew.
God, that's the most racist thing that you've ever said, Remy.
What? Just stating what I am?
It's okay. I know a black person. Andrew.
Yeah, me too. I also know black person.
Yep, so we're good.
It's not exactly a competition, guys.
Oh, okay.
I have many black friends. I am well
Guys.
diverse.
So the game.
Yes.
Sorry.
Should I do the introduction?
Give me a sec.
Oh.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm down.
Okay. Sure.
So, last session was the first session of the new continuation of what we were doing. It's the branch off from Lost Mine and delve into something new. We have no idea what exactly, but last session was the first time of it, and most of it was spent here in Phandalin. In fact, all of it was spent here in Phandalin. We started off with
Mostly a shopping session.
yeah, it was mostly a shopping session. We started off in the Trisander Mander. Well, no, that's not true. We started off in the Townmaster's Hall with Sildar and Gundren, talking with them and stuff, getting everything settled here. Then we went to Trisander Manor, where we met some masons who were here to fix it up and were asking us how we wanted our house to be. And they wouldn't build a garden for me, which was very sad. But aside from that, we gave them the basics of what we desired, and they started working, saying they would be done in about a week and a half, I think is what they told us. In the meantime, we went exploring around Phandalin, shopping, gathering supplies. We Blue had a vision from her patron, telling her that there is a power within the tower, within that bubble, that we are not yet ready to face.
Thunder Tree.
But yeah, in Thunder Tree. But we are not yet ready to face. However, there are other things that we should take care of. And so she was informed of the walking dead, the living dead that exist both towards the old well and in the south. And so in the morning, we went to check it out because we heard similar things from Sildar. We went to talk to Sildar, and he told us about the Mire of Dead Men, where there's
Mir.
Mere, sorry, not Mire, Mere of Dead Men.
I mean, how do you pronounce MERE?
Yeah,
Mir.
okay. Mere, that's Mere. I was thinking Mire,
Yeah.
which is Mire, but I was just wrong in general, I guess.
Like always.
Always, yeah. And so we went shopping, preparing for our trip. We also got holy water prepared, which took a long time, and so we didn't manage to leave before night fell. And so while Blue, Copper, and Droop were out in the bar getting drunk and having a great time, grand old time, definitely not getting into bar fights. Linmar was chilling out by the forest trying to get some reading done from the books that we got in the Wave Echo Cave. Lilith followed him and wanted to read as well. And as we were reading there, a shadow crept up and attacked Linmar. Short battle later, where the shadow was incapacitated, via Lilith.
Hell yeah.
And we discovered that the shadow appeared to be a dark form of Lindmar. We decided to not be so far apart from each other and spent the rest of the night as a group, which is probably a smart idea. And now it is morning, and we are about to leave, maybe,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
I got a rod.
That's right. And
Oh
of course,
yeah.
Copper got a rock.
Is it a
That is-
morning rod?
Man. I'm gonna install it. Oh, I might.
Oh,
Never
stop.
mind.
You have
Stop.
to install that first.
Oh my god.
Stop right there.
Are you guys hearing any music?
No,
Yes.
nothing.
No.
No.
Hold on, let me make sure I have the. Oh, wait, hold on.
Let me
Yeah,
turn
I
it
got
up.
I had to turn it up.
Yeah, Michelle, make sure the music's good since you're streaming.
It's like quiet marimba music, right?
Yeah, you can turn it up. Like, it was before with the Wave Echo Cave that I needed Remy to keep it at a certain volume because I needed to turn it up.
Uh-huh.
But you can turn it up yourself.
Oh, I turned it up. I can hear it now. It's all good.
Good. So you guys eventually awake in the morning. Linmar and Lilith, you wake up a bit kind of like sore from what happened earlier and still like, what the fuck just happened? Blue and Droop will wake up with a throbbing headache.
God.
Of course.
And Copper, you wake up fine as any normal day.
Yep.
Is that your power-up noise?
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
I need to go bathroom. As Droop leaves your guys' tents that you set up in front of the Trisander Manor.
Well, as
Are
soon
we
as he
each
gets
in
back,
like separate rooms? Or are we like all in a sort of
Well, right now the
general area?
Trisander Manor is under construction, under renovation. Fuck. Renovation. So you guys have set up kind of like a small camp in front.
as soon as he gets back, I suppose we can start making our way toward Mir. We did a lot of shopping.
I thought I was staying here.
That's right, Droop. You are staying here. That is a good idea. In that case, we could probably just leave. Goodbye, Droop. We'll be seeing you later.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go take something from Toblin.
You're going to buy something from Toblin?
Sure.
As you walk down the path, Stonehill Inn.
Oh yeah, good luck and be safe.
Thanks, Droop. You too.
If we come back in the... Never mind. Okay, let's... Everyone sleep fine. No shadows crept up and killed you, I'm presuming.
Nope,
if
it's just
everyone
a
woke
big
up.
headache.
Wonderful.
You shouldn't drink too much blue.
Too late.
It's your decision. Alright. And we are going... Internet Explorer. Hello?
Oh,
Internet
it's a
the
dinosaur.
Explorer. Internet
It's
the
a-
Explorer.
A dinosaur has arrived.
What are you guys doing?
I just got that.
We decided to go cross country, right? Just to travel faster.
You want me to bring you to the map?
That
so
would
you
be
guys
great.
Can see?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, almighty DM.
I'm
Oh,
a god.
no.
She'll treat me as such.
Oh.
Yes.
So I will take out my map and show the route that I want to take. I was thinking if we went cross country, we could just... Oh my god, where's the... There it is. Get out of my face. I was thinking we could just go cross country to Lelion and see what they have to say about the Mir. See if we could learn anything specific of where we're supposed to go. If not, then we'll just move from there down towards the Mir. As opposed to the 4 days it will take us going by the road, this should just take us 2 days.
Well, that sounds good to me.
It'll be more dangerous, but whatever.
We're all pretty capable, I would say. hearing
What
Lom
the hell
laugh.
was that?
That was
That was
Lom
long.
laughing in the background.
My brother.
Feel like he's laughing at us. Oh. All right. Are we in agreement? Everyone's okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. I will start leading the way out of town, I suppose.
So you start leading the way, and it's about 9 a.m. right now, so it's getting pretty busy out here. As you guys are leaving, you notice that there is a fresh new caravan of goods, or you can assume to be, because there's a lot of crates in a wagon at the back, and guarding beside it are new soldiers. So you assume that this is the caravan that has that everybody's been waiting for a fresh new supply. Lilith, you especially know because what's her name? Linen did
Mhm.
say that she was waiting for a new stock. And the new guards, you can assume that that Sildar has called for more reinforcements now that Phandalin is a growing town.
Mm-hmm.
You guys head out westward towards Leylon, not Lelion.
Okay, Leylon. Whatever. I'm bad with names, okay? Yeah.
He's our leader.
Shut up. I'm incapable of leading. I try my best.
So you guys are traveling. How fast do you guys want to travel?
Normal pace?
Fast
Yeah.
and sneaky.
I don't think that's an
So
option.
Normal pace, right in between the two of those.
Yeah, Sneaky's really slow, God.
Oh.
I'll let Reverend fly around and keep a bird's eye view for us.
Okay.
Can I jump into stealth while keeping up with them?
Sure.
Or
roll me a
even
general
getting ahead
stealth
of them?
check.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm gonna have my hood up.
this is new territory.
Uh-huh.
This is new territory for you, and for the most part, it's grasslands.
Oh, so there's not like a path?
You'll be
No.
rolling stealth with disadvantage because you guys are cutting through
We're going cross country. There's no paths.
right there.
Oh.
You're not traveling by the road.
Gotcha. Yeah, that'll be a straight roll then, because I'll have my hood up once we get out of town.
Right, you do have your hood. Sure, go
Roll
ahead
20.
and roll me a general stealth check.
Roll 20. Hello. I clicked stealth. I don't want to
Oh,
click
it's
again.
being
Uh-oh.
slow. It's because you're streaming. Either that or roll 20's just being dumb. Oh, 23.
23.
Nice. Okay.
God damn. Okay.
Okay.
God. Okay.
Would it help if I like exited out some tabs?
Yeah, that would definitely help.
Okay.
Considering you have like
25
20,
tabs open.
25 tabs.
Yeah.
15. Excuse you.
Jesus Christ.
So
You're
you guys
only
are
10 off.
traveling through grasslands right now, and Lilith, whenever you pull up your hood,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing for you to really hide into. But as you pull up your hood starts shifting into the colors of your surrounding.
Yeah.
And then it's almost as if you just completely disappear, as if you just casted invisibility on yourself.
Ooh.
Poof.
I believe we lost Lilith.
I presume not.
She's probably somewhere.
I'm
But
still
I-
here.
Okay, hello.
I found her.
I mean, it's just my voice, but okay.
I imagine your head just swivel towards that direction and you point like a pointer.
Uh,
Okay. Distance per day. Sorry, I'm looking up traveling stuff for normal pace.
Hmm.
As we're traveling, Copper's just looking around, experiencing this whole new environment.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
there's
that's
light.
right.
There's light.
Yeah, this is pretty new to you. All of this is super new. You weren't allowed to even go out of the cave before, so you haven't even seen green grass or the blue skies before.
I'm just scared
Oh
of
my
everything.
god.
It's still relatively new, although you had a week to just absorb everything back in Phandalin. But now that
Yeah.
you're exiting out of Phandalin, you're like, what is this? Is that
What's this? What's
is that an
this?
enemy? As a butterfly flies across your face.
Freaking ballista.
Jesus.
You miss the butterfly just by a hair as it gets blasted away, just flown by the outwards force.
Are you okay? Is everything okay?
I am unsure.
What did you see?
A flying creature. I don't know
Okay.
if it was an enemy or not.
I appreciate you saving us. However, I think that won't do much to
There
us.
it is.
Jesus.
This time you shoot down a ladybug.
God damn.
Oh, thank you.
But then you
You
see
don't need to
coming from
do
the
that.
ground, the ladybug comes back up and flies away.
Resilience. They are.
That they are, yes. There's really no need to shoot the bugs. They probably won't hurt us. Yeah, we'll be good. You really haven't been outside much, have you?
No.
Well, there's a lot to see.
There is a lot. I'll just lower my arm and just keep an eye out for anything that looks very dangerous, I suppose.
Since you guys are traveling at a normal pace, everybody roll me perception checks.
All right.
Yay!
Can Reverend, as he's doing a above ground air sort of thing?
Oh, my
Sure.
dice rolled.
Bro.
Copper.
I'm
Copper.
scared.
You're too focused on that ladybug that just flew past. It's like
Oh,
red,
blue.
but then there were black colors on it. That's the sign of death.
All of our rolls are
Ah.
higher on the right side.
That's how it be.
Why are
Roll
you
20.
complaining? You got a 20.
Well, I could have had a 28.
Or you could have gotten a natural 1.
Well, I'm just saying based off of my 2 rolls.
Uh-huh.
The second one is Reverend, by the way.
Okay.
BT dubs.
Reverend is just up there in the sky. There's really nothing here for him to hunt. Although every once in a while, every about an hour and a half, you see him kind of like swoop down into the ground and then pick up a rabbit, back up into the air, and just drop the rabbit from the air and swoop back down and get it.
We got rations last session, right?
Yes.
You did.
Yes. I'm trying to remember how much we got.
For the most part, most of you don't really see anything around you. However, Lilith, as you're just sneaking past, you do see a pride of mountain lions just casually walk past you guys and just stare at your group for a little bit, but then walk off.
Oh, those are big kitties.
So for
They remind me
for
of
the entire day you travel, and it's about 6 to 5 in the afternoon, or in the evening rather, that you reach upon the town of Leylon.
Oh,
It's
that
a
was shorter than
it's
I
a
thought.
relatively small town. Next to the high road. It's not very big, but you do see that it has more of a wall than Phandalin had at the beginning.
It appears to be occupied. Still.
It is occupied. You see people walking about. You see someone lighting the torches outside of their homes. And then there's this one building that stands out upon the rest. It looks like the town hall.
Well, that was a
And
shorter trip than I thought. I'm gonna. The town hall was probably the best place to find information. Blue, you're good at talking with people, right?
That's funny. Maybe?
I mean, people seem to like talking to you. I think it's just an innate ability.
You are very charismatic.
I mean, sure.
Let's just see if we could find out any more news about the undead we're supposed to be taking care of. And then we could go to bed after that. They probably have some.
Once we get into town, I will lower my hood so I don't have it up.
So you
Okay,
don't
do
look
so.
creepy.
As we approach the town, I will raise my hood, put it over my hair.
Okay. As your group walks into town, you get some eyes on you, especially towards you, Copper. No one has ever. It seems like no one has ever seen a construct there before. Blue, you also get some eyes on you. And Lilith, you thought that everybody would be looking at you considering the fact that you're a tiefling and no one. Tieflings aren't really popular around with people,
Mm-hmm.
but they kind of focus on Blue and Copper more. However, for the most part, it seems like they just give all of you just quick glances before going back into their work. Seems like they're worked up about something. A lot of people are rushing about right now, even though it's in the evening. And you guys are walking towards what seems to be the town hall. And in front of that town hall, you see a human man, a bit of a scruffy beard, and his hair is curly and just looks, I don't want to say slicked back, but it looks ruffled from like a working day. And you hear him, "Yes, put the pikes over there. The fences, have you made the rounds yet?" "No, sir, I haven't." "Go make the rounds. Take 5 others with you." "And are the plans ready?" Well, they may take a little bit longer. Just see to it that it's done quicker." And as you guys walk in front of him, he catches your eyes, Lilith. And he says, "You there. You're not part of this town. Are you travelers, perchance?"
We were hired to investigate the Mere of Dead Men, or the undead around. Is there a reason everyone in town is in a hurry?
"Ah, so I assume you're adventurers that took up the quest."
Yes.
"Well, there is quite a hurry around the town. I'm sure you've heard that the Mere of Dead Men has been seeing a lot of undead lately."
I have heard that.
"It happened a few days ago, and that was when our cleric was attacked during her rounds to bless the borders of the Mere of Dead Men, just to prevent the dead from crossing it, just in case."
I see. I'm gonna look to the group like, oh, I don't know, guys, help. What do I say?
"Oh, I'm sorry. I have my head caught up in other things. I'm sorry for the rude introduction. My name is Kolk Ispep. And you are?"
Ispep?
Kolk Ispep.
Give me a
Is
second, I
that-
gotta get my notes out. Oh my god, where are my notes?
Did you take Pepsi and turn it around?
Yeah, like Coke and Pepsi.
Kill him. Kill him now. Strike him down.
That didn't take me long to figure out.
Of course not. I was like, yeah, I'll do this.
He combined both names, like, okay.
I was thinking of a name, and then I was like, And then I looked up. There was a Pepsi right in front of me.
Oh my gosh.
Love that.
And your names are.
Wait. How do you spell his name?
Backwards Coke, Pepsi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I accidentally spelled something else.
Just, tell us more.
It's not backwards Coke.
It's not. Oh.
No.
Oh,
It's Colk.
Coke.
COLC.
And then backwards Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I the only one actually spelling out the Pepsi and putting it backwards?
No. I mean, yes.
Oh,
I mean, he spelled it out in the chat.
oh, I didn't see that.
You
It's
wanna know what Coke is spelled backwards?
Oh my god.
Ecock.
Peggy.
Thank you, Peggy.
It's like e-girls but better.
Oh, I hate that.
That's
Ugh.
something that people would simp to.
Stop. Stop, please.
Make sure to drop
Ugh.
your bits.
Oh god.
As he introduced himself.
Oh, that's
he's
right.
kind of, like waiting for you to introduce yourself.
I'm Lilith.
Lindmar.
And the weird metal thing, and also the cat. I'm sorry if I appear to be rude.
Well,
No, you're good. My name's Blue.
You
Yeah.
sound unsure of that, Blue.
Don't worry about it. I'm just dealing with a slight headache. It's gone down, but my name's Blue.
Well,
She just smiles and doesn't know what to
welcome.
do.
I think I've heard of your kind before. Tabaxi, yes?
Yeah. I
Well,
don't know if there's
welcome.
any in these lands, but I came from
No,
a
I've
different
only
planet.
read them in books. I've heard of
Interesting.
their stories also, considering that we are close to Neverwinter.
this
And
here
the
is Copper. An
Copper.
intelligent. I still don't know exactly what you are, but he's very helpful and is, in fact, sentient. I don't know what to say. Yes.
Sentient.
Hello.
Then he walks and acts like any living creature.
Sure appears that way.
Huh. And he kind of gives you a look, Copper, just like, really? That kind of look.
Yeah, my head slightly turns.
Okay. Well, I need to go and make sure that everything is okay around the town because it is turning nighttime right now, and we need to make sure that no one is lost. The dead usually arrive at night. Well, for the past few days, we've been able to hold them off. It's been small in numbers, but I've had men go in the morning to check on the Mirror of Dead Men, and they have noticed that there have been a rise in the number of corpses there lately.
Interesting.
Ew.
Well, we won't keep you from your duty. Is there an inn nearby where we can stay the night?
There is. There's one over there. It's called the Bar's Pub.
It's very apt.
Quite. The owner is a bit odd, but it's the only bar around in town, so good drinks. And also, the cleric that was attacked, her name is Dristal Zarala.
What?
Dristel Uraza.
Dristal. Let me just type it up.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Darkness all around. Currently, right now, she is being. Sorry. Currently, right now, she's being treated at the infirmary. Well, at least the makeshift infirmary by the church over there.
Has she said
I
much
think-
about what she saw?
She's been treated, and I haven't really had a chance to greet her ever since after her attack. And after her attack, I was too busy fortifying the town. But I think you might find some companionship in her. And he kind of looks at you, Lilith.
I guess we can go talk to her real quick before we go to the inn.
Oh no. Okay. I don't like being racist.
Well, I should really get going. Good luck and thank you for picking up on the quest.
Of course.
And he heads off and goes to the what you can assume the border of the town.
Well, he said the makeshift infirmary was near the church, right?
Yep. Is
In
that
the
in the
church.
same direction or the opposite direction of the inn? I'm trying to get the layout of the land.
The town hall right now is in the middle of the town. The
Mhm.
church is just about a 5-minute walk away from the town hall, and the inn is further towards the entrance,
Okay.
which is about 10 minutes away from the town hall in not the opposite direction, but in the perpendicular direction to the church.
All right. Yeah, let's go see if we can learn anything about this meet we're about to face.
I guess we'll head towards the infirmary.
Okay. So you start heading towards the church where the makeshift infirmary is at, and you see this little bit of grandeur compared to all of the other buildings in the town. Most of the other buildings are made of a mix of wood and stone, but this one is entirely made of stone. And
Interesting.
there is, as you enter to the church, you enter into like a courtyard, and in the middle of the courtyard you see a statue. For those of you who are trained in religion or history, you can make a roll.
Is that any of us?
Not me.
Not I.
I suppose me,
Hey, there we go.
but I don't know how that would work because I was in a cave the whole time. But
Maybe you
Fine.
read a
History.
book or something.
26?
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy hell.
Even though you were in that cave, there were still worshippers for certain deities, and you do remember seeing this one. This one was Tor.
okay,
And Tor, sorry, let me pull up my notes, which I should already have. Tor is the god of justice and virtue. And he is the offspring of Ifrit.
of what? Of
Ifrit. Ifrit. Who was the god of light. Or sorry, who is the god of light?
okay.
And for worshippers to still exist, you do know that Tor is one of the main gods that people worship. So you guys enter into this church, and as you enter, you see that the pews have been kind of moved around, and that they have placed beds instead where the pews were. And you see a couple people just resting there. Couple of the people are bandaged up. There's this one guy that doesn't have an arm anymore, but where the
Oh shit!
where the stub is, it's bandaged up. And you see them just resting.
Zombies
And
did this.
and a woman approaches you. She has just brown hair, auburn eyes, fairly lanky woman, human, and she approaches you and just goes, "I'm sorry. Is there anything that you needed?"
We were hoping to talk to Drisdal Zorala?
Well,
I believe she
she's
was a cleric. Or is a cleric that was attacked.
yes, she is the cleric of our town. She's currently resting, but she is awake if you want me to go meet her. But I'm sorry, is there a particular reason why?
We were adventurers who were hired to help with the undead problem.
The yes, sure, I'll lead you to her. And
Thank
she
you.
goes ahead and walks you over to further uh into the hall of the church. And onto one of the beds you see there is this female tiefling. Her skin is gray and her horns uh they kind of curl up into kind of like ram's horns, where her horns kind of look like conch shells on her head.
Huh.
And you see right now she's kind of like in a tunic, as there's a lot of bandages on her chest and a lot on her arms also.
What hair color does she have, real quick?
She has purple hair.
Okay. Just wondering.
Um, I'll leave you to it. And the woman leaves. As she leaves, the tiefling just kind of sits up in her bed, just yes.
Please don't strain yourself.
No, don't worry. I need to get used to moving around again after a couple of days just staying still. Is there anything that you needed from me?
We are adventurers who was hired to help with the undead problem. We were wondering if you saw or knew anything that might help us out.
They set up a quest for that?
How bad are her wounds?
Roll me a medicine check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You can't really tell by the amount of bandages her body is covered in. So you can't really tell like how deep the wounds are, but you do see there are a lot more bloody bandages there. So it seems like they just finished redressing her.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Lilith, did you say anything?
Mm-mm.
Linmar's hanging back. Just watching.
Ah, right. Okay. Is there anything that you need in particular?
What kind of undead were they?
Let me roll for her.
Linmar.
Yes.
I'm not too familiar with her, um, her anatomy, but I think I might be able to assist her with her wounds.
She's a cleric. She could probably help herself if she needs.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name's
Very
Lilith,
well.
and this is my adventuring group. I guess.
Oh, sorry about that too. I am Dristal.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And she kind of like extends a hand out to you.
I'll shake it.
It's weird seeing another tiefling. We're not usually
No, yeah, it's pretty weird.
on.
I've only ever seen one other tiefling before.
Yeah, well, at least here Kolk is kinder and more open-minded that he let me set up here despite me being a tiefling and more unusual for me to be worshipping Tor.
That is unusual.
Quite. And you are?
Lindmar.
Tilts her head over to the side. Lindmar, hi. Your skin is quite blue for an elf.
Thanks.
Okay, well, I mean, no, I guess introductions need to be placed. I'm Dristal and like extends her hand out to you, Blue.
Peggy.
There you are.
Sorry. I was reading something.
Drisdal, just yeah.
Oh.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Blue. Yeah, I'm not from this country. I think that's apparent.
Yes, I've seen a couple of tabaxis on my way from Neverwinter.
Really?
But yes, they were mostly just sailors and they went back to the sea immediately.
Oh.
It wasn't for long.
Did any of them have an ember eye? Okay, sorry. Ignore me.
What the frick? Okay.
It's okay.
And
Linmar does that sometimes.
Not in game.
Oh, really?
The wood and copper man?
Yes.
I'm
You just yes, that's
He-
it.
kind of turns over to you, Lilith. Just is he?
He goes by Copper for short.
Is that what I think it is?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure what he is. Do I know that he's a construct out of game?
No.
Like, do I know what that's called?
Yes, you do know constructs, but they're more of like a distant history.
Ah.
I like how you have to clarify everything out of game now.
Well, yeah, I had to clarify that. So,
No, that was in game. You were just talking to yourself.
God.
I
Yeah.
It's kind of well, I guess magic is being revolutionized even today. I shouldn't be surprised, really.
He was actually
I'm-
made a long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah. Copper, how old are
you
you?
were?
Accessing records.
This could take a while.
Wait, how long?
525.
525.
525. Wow.
Is that
You're older
older than
than
you,
I am.
Limar?
By a small margin, yeah.
Wait, seriously?
No, that was a joke. When he said that, he wasn't smiling at
I
all.
know,
He was
yeah,
just
so
dead
that's why
there.
she's just gonna be like, yeah, I couldn't.
I want to punch you in the face. You're such a dick.
He still has yet to beat Aurelion.
No, yeah, Aurelion too. I want to punch him too.
well,
I couldn't tell.
nice to meet you, Copper. Sorry. Anyways, the monsters that attacked me were, call them, they were humanoid, but their claws, they had like these claws that made my muscles tense.
Interesting.
When I was making rounds, there were about 5 of them, but I was able to fend away 3 whenever the last 2 just barraged me with assaults. But fortunate enough, there were a couple of hunters coming back late that night, and they were able to take me away before I was killed.
Were their primary weapons their claws?
It seemed like it for the most part.
Hmm.
Are there any other descriptions you can give?
Well, that was my only encounter, and I really don't want to go back over there, but at some point I feel like I have to bless the waters. It's very unusual. In my years of staying here, I haven't seen any undead. I've been blessing around the borders mainly just to, well, keep the corpses from turning, really. Because it's called Mirror of Dead Men mainly because pirates come by every now and then to dump off their corpses.
Yar. Stop. I'm sorry.
It's quite barbaric and ruthless, really, but you know, at least I'm there to give some of the corpses out of the thousands some respite, I guess. But I don't know why they've turned recently.
I have a question.
Yes?
Did you see which direction they came from, or did they jump you before you had the chance?
Well, I wasn't really paying attention. They just kind of took me by surprise, and, well, you know the rest. Kind of like looking down at her wounds.
It's amazing you were able to fend off 3 of them on your own before.
Well, quite. I was able to keep my distance at first, but I didn't pay attention to the last 2 behind me.
Do I believe that she's being truthful to us?
Sure, insight check.
Like, I'm out of game, I'm pretty sure, but this is just Limar. Where's my insight? There it is. Good thing I'm good at this. Not.
Oh!
Dude, it doesn't fucking matter. I've been rolling, like, I rolled 2 4s in a row right now.
Wait until battle commences.
Yeah, she's been pretty truthful, and
Okay.
looking at her wounds, it's pretty real.
The little bit about the Tor worshipping as well. She seemed to be telling the truth about that.
Yeah, you do see, despite the bandages around her, she still has a necklace symbolizing Tor.
Okay. Linmar is very shocked almost. Well, perhaps you could show us in the general direction where it happened and go from there.
Oh, well, I'm not really allowed to go out of my bed. However, I don't think that this is a natural occurrence. I think something's at work here, causing the dead to rise.
Do you think there could be a lich or a necromancer around that are raising the dead?
Well, if there was a lich or necromancer, the town would have been gone already.
Hmm.
But I suppose you can't rule them out, considering that we haven't explored. At least the dead right now are only coming at around dusk and stopping at dawn. Or at least returning. There have been a few attacks around as far as I've heard, and some people have gotten hurt, but at least so far we've only lost 2 people.
That's probably too many.
Yes, it is, but
Have they turned, or are they still?
well, we don't know, but I'm guessing they have turned because we don't have the bodies.
Ah.
But at least Kolk is taking good measures protecting the town. I think he's set up an evacuation plan if worse comes to worse.
Hopefully it won't have to come to that.
Hopefully.
Thank you for your time. Does anyone else have anything?
No?
I think we're finished here.
We should let you rest.
Thank you. It's nice to meet another tiefling.
It's nice to meet you too. Does she have a tail?
You're looking at her legs, and her
Oh.
tail is dangling from the side of the bed.
Oh, cool.
The tip is heart shaped.
Aw. Did Ya have a tail?
Yes, she did, but it was stupid. I remember it. It was if you guys know Eeyore,
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
it was a false tail.
Liars.
Okay.
Linmar will lead the way out.
Can I roll an insight on Linmar to see how he's doing?
Linmar, are you trying to deceive her? Trying to hide it?
I mean,
Not really see, just like trying to see how he's doing in general.
I don't think I was trying to hide it. God, I hate being racist. It's the worst.
I don't know. This might be
You,
like
you
a
kind of
vessel
see
thing.
something with his face.
Meh.
You do see, something's up with him.
I guess as we leave, I'll ask if, are you doing alright? I know you don't like tieflings, but...
Well, you fit the mold following Mulgareth. Never found one.
He's not evil as most people would believe.
Linmar's gonna look at you with an eyebrow raise.
I mean... Okay, he what? Rules over... Is it rules over, or... What is the proper term for that?
Guides.
Okay, well, he is the god of war, death, and darkness.
Sounds lovely.
Okay, well, I can't say anything about war, it's not great. Death and darkness... What?
Both of you roll religion checks.
I rolled a nat 20 on this last Mulgareth religion check, right? I think that was the thing that happened.
That was the last one.
Oof.
Okay.
God
I'll-
damn it! Do I get advantage because this is my god? Hello?
It's not pertaining to your god.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Mulgareth is considered the god of war. mostly as kind of like a, how do you say it? Just because war brings death, but there is another god of war.
Oh.
Did you say Thanos
Thanos.
instead of Kratos?
Oh yeah.
You do know the actual god of war, Linmar. The actual god of war is named Idris.
The eyebrow will raise even further.
That's really high up there.
It's like off his face at this point.
Shooting off into the sky.
Denmar, are you okay?
Transcending.
Well, natural death is needed. It's part of life. Things that live should die, and things that die should not come back to life. And there's many forms of darkness. So it's not all bad. Is he just silent? Oh no, Remy?
Remy?
Uh-oh.
Okay, I was like, I feel like Remy would have a
You're the one
response
that's
to that.
Streaming.
Huh?
Guys,
Remy, no!
Remy!
guys, you
Remy.
can't.
Hello.
He's
Hello?
dead.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yeah.
I've been talking this entire time. Have you not heard me?
No, we didn't hear anything until that.
Okay, I asked Ryle if I knew the alignment of Mulgareth.
Oh, Mulgareth, think of him as like Hades, but at the same time the Grim Reaper.
Ooh.
So basically Hades.
No, Hades ruled the
Underworld, but
he ruled the
Chiron?
underworld. Chiron was the one that was leading the dead there.
Oh, so he just does both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But remember that Hades wasn't, well, I guess he was, but he wasn't really outwardly wrathful, unlike Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly kept to himself.
Let's just put it this way. I don't put much faith in gods. Especially ones that deal with death.
Droop's back in fanning right now. Achoo!
Oh, God. Hey, Doblin, can I have more of that?
Oh my god. Wait a moment. Just wait a moment.
Wait, if he only, in general, when characters sneeze, it means someone's talking about them. Does that mean Droop's a god?
Uh-oh.
No,
Maybe.
Remy said, I don't deal much with gods. And you remember Droop complaining to Blue before?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
think-
similar sentence. That's not
I think
generally.
that Lindmar and Droop kind of live on the same page here.
Yeah. Well, that's fair, but he's not exactly evil.
The point is that that one worships Tor. Never seen that before.
I also have never seen that before. She's the second tiefling I've met.
I've met a lot.
And not good, apparently.
Nope.
You racist sack of shit.
Listen here, buddy. Listen here. I guess we're making our way to the end now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You make your way towards the inn and open it. It's much quieter than place, except for the cans, apparently.
It's a littering place.
There are a couple of people in there, but you know that most of the people are outside right now, fortifying the town. And the people in there, you kind of look at them and you're like, oh, these are regulars.
What?
Normies.
You see them just passed out, passed out from their drinks right now.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
you see at the what do you call it again? The
bar.
bar? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
The
where the people
counter.
Or the counter, yeah. You see right now a crazy looking gnome.
Oh,
He has white hair that's just everywhere. So think of like mad scientists like touching electricity, like Tesla coils, and it's his hair just poofing up like that. He has a couple of wrinkles on his face, mainly on his forehead, and his eyebrows are just, what the hell is it? They're basically like Fox's tail glued to his face.
Oh, so Erwin.
Wait.
Erwin from Attack on
Like-
Titan.
Like Fox's tail, but also poofed up.
Oh my god. Einstein.
And as soon as you guys walk in, he kind of like stops cleaning the bar. He's like standing on top of the bar right now. So it's kind of like whenever you're mopping, but the place where you just cleaned, you're stepping on it.
Oh.
Kind of like that. He has a rag in his hand, and he's, even for a gnome, he's really short. He's about 2.5 feet tall,
God damn.
and he looks up and he's like,
Hi, welcome. Do you need anything here?
Oh god, he sounds like Droop.
Well?
I think
You have mouth, don't you? You can speak.
I'm working on
Mm,
We would like some rooms.
Oh, my dear lord. Well, there are rooms upstairs. You can go get them. Just pay. Okay? I need to clean this.
how much?
kind of looks up into the sky, and you see that his eyes almost get covered up by his eyebrows.
What is payment right now? Well, I guess that could be like that. No.
One
Yeah.
silver piece,
I guess.
2 silver piece, 1 silver piece.
5 silver pieces each.
Throwing options out there. That seems a little
Okay.
steep. That's fine.
Well, are you gonna pay up? Are you even gonna walk closer to me?
Oh wait, we got a party pot, guys. I got this.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we wouldn't want to get too close because we wouldn't want to dirty the counter that you are currently cleaning.
Oh, this? Well, don't worry. It's never clean.
Kind of sits down on the counter and just puts the rag right beside him. Kind of holds up his hand.
Well,
There's 3 of us, right? Am I doing that
4
right?
I see 4.
Who am I not counting?
copper.
My god, can you not count?
It is okay.
Blue?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
I'm just bad at math, guys. Don't mind me.
Yourself?
That's
The
it. I
metal
wasn't
man,
counting myself.
the horny
No,
one, and the
I think
cat,
legitimately.
and also you.
I think I was legitimately not counting myself there. I'll hand him 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces.
He said 5 silver per room, right?
Yeah, I did say that. Alright, well, that's only for the rooms. If you ever want any food, you have to pay extra.
I was about to ask about that. How much for dinner?
Well, would you like a fancy dinner?
No, I don't need much.
Good, because you're not gonna get one here. Normal dinner is about 1 silver pieces.
1 silver piece. I'll give him 2. I'll take 2 dinners, please.
2 dinners just for yourself? A fatty over here. Alright, what about for the rest of you?
I will also take 1.
Same.
How much did you say that was?
1 silver piece.
Okay.
And the metal man, if does he eat?
Looks around to the rest of you guys.
Looks over to Copper.
I will, and I'll just hand him a silver piece. I will attempt to.
Right. Well, money is money. Don't expect much.
Kind of goes back into the counter, just hops off behind the counter, and you see that there is like there's those what are they called? Like just like open in and out, kind of like
Doors, flappy doors,
you know those flappy doors and
the
whatnot.
flappy
like,
doors.
Flappy doors, yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but I call them flappy doors.
like what you would see in like a saloon.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
in Wild West.
flappy
Yeah.
doors.
You see that it has those doors there, but he's so small he doesn't even bother going. Like he doesn't even touch it.
Oh
Just
my
go
god.
underneath it. You see him disappear.
Mm.
And you guys wait about 10 minutes. And he comes up with some pretty half-assed dinner.
Perfect.
As long as we
It's
don't have
like
to use a ration.
it's like he just put some like you don't even know if it's porridge or if it's like mashed potatoes, but it looks like it's some sort of grain and carbohydrates. Some vegetable on the side, and then literally like one piece of ham. About the size of like your fist in terms of just width.
Nice.
It's not that thick either. Bottoms up. Kind of leaves you guys.
Thank you.
You
Thank
notice
you
that he
very
didn't even
much.
give you any drinks or water.
It's fine. I've got a canteen. Is there how much? You said there are people sitting at tables around.
I think they were passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at the people right now. They're passed out. You hear one just just chucks a mug right up against the wall, and then in a flash, you see the gnome. You didn't even get his name. You see the gnome go over there, pick up the mug, jump onto the table, and just bang the mug on the guy's head. It's like, if you throw my stuff, leave. And the guy doesn't even wake up. He's just like,
Is there an empty table where there's no passed out people?
Yeah, there's a lot of empty tables.
Is there one by the corner?
Oh, dear lord, yes, there is one by the corner.
I'll go over there.
The one with the window, please. One near a window and beautiful view.
Of the dark streets
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah, the beautiful moonlight.
Okay. Is that the one in the corner? Does it have a window view as well?
Yeah, but the window is, you see, it's boarded up.
Oh. Sorry about that, Copper.
Beautiful sight.
He's just staring at the wood, just like.
I'll sit down and I'll put Reverend on the table next to me and offer him one of the plates of food. Sorry, buddy, it's not the best.
Reverend just, like, looks at you, and then one gulp eats everything.
Mm.
Swallows
Glad
the
you
plate.
don't care.
He does swallow the plate a little bit. You see his mouth kind of, like, poof up as if he was transforming, and then poof back out, and he spits out the plate.
Oh boy. You remind me of Balthazar sometimes.
I wonder how he's doing.
I'll give him my ham as well, and then I'll eat the rest whatever is on my plate.
Should we take watches with the town since the undead seem to come at night? I would like to see what kind of undead they are.
If you want, we sure can. I only need to sleep 4 hours, so I'll be awake most of the night.
I could be up for about 2 of those hours.
I can do the other two.
And then I don't know if you ever sleep, Copper.
I do not.
Well then.
I will attempt to eat my porridge.
Oh no. Do you have a mouth to put it in?
That is how I talk, yes.
Oh, so you do have a mouth that moves. It's not just.
Maybe, I don't know.
Do we
You
see the like? Can we
moves.
see if any of the porridge is like running through his gears or anything?
So you see the porridge.
Is it like
He
that
has-
scene from?
has
Is it like the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where it pours like the wine down his
Yeah.
mouth and goes across his
That's what
dome?
I was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
No. You
Or
see,
both.
you see his mouth open up, wider than any other human could, or any humanoid creature could.
How does it compare to?
Uh,
How does it compare to Reverend?
oh, Reverend's is wider. Like, Reverend can turn into a large creature.
I meant Reverend in this small form.
Oh no, Reverend, whenever he was swallowing the plate, he kind of transformed a little bit.
What the heck?
Just to try to eat the plate.
Yeah, to finish all of the plate, because I mean he doesn't have any hands. But you see Copper, whenever he swallows the porridge, it slides down his tube, and you don't see anything else because his composite armor is covering his body. It's not like he's a skeleton.
Uh-huh.
You do see his core like burn bright for a moment, and Copper, you feel this inside you. You feel the food just getting incinerated by your core.
Mm.
There's no
It is-
nutrition that comes from it. You literally just throw it into fire.
It
But
tastes.
the rest of you just see his core just
Yeah.
light up a little bit and then go back to normal.
It tastes plain.
Do you have taste receptors?
I don't know. But it just tastes plain.
No, you've got it right. It does kind of taste plain.
Worse than plain.
Is Blue sad? Is she okay?
Yes, this food is sad.
You kind of miss Toblin's food. I mean, it's not the fanciest food, but it was pretty good food.
Yeah.
I imagine Toblin's food is like kind of homey, sort of
Mm-hmm.
like home cooked food.
Mm-hmm. It was made by his wife, after all.
Aw.
Hmm.
Yeah, Toblin's food was better. I'm gonna say that very quietly.
You see at the counter right now, there are shelves where the bottles are being stacked up, and you see the gnome somehow expertly throwing new bottles into the shelves perfectly without them breaking. Like he's standing on
Impressive.
top of the counter and he's just like throwing them, just like throwing knives.
Is there any magic happening at all, or is he just really accurate?
As far as you can see, no magic.
Hmm. All right. Well, we've got a big day ahead of us. If we want to keep. I mean, how are you going to do that?
Well, they leave at dusk, so probably like the middle of the night would be the best time to check. Or to like look around, I guess.
I'll stay awake until 2 in the morning. Sleep. Or meditate after that.
Okay.
If somebody wants to do stuff, then.
What time is it right now?
Right now it is about 7 o'clock in the evening.
What time do we usually go to sleep?
Whenever we do, I suppose.
Whatever. For the past week, you guys have been sleeping at around 10, 11 o'clock.
Well,
Yeah, I know it's a lot different from us in real life.
Getting a full 8 hours?
Honestly, Linmar right now is like me, IRL. So.
Yeah, but he's an elf, and he can handle the 4 hours of meditation. You
think I'm
can't.
not an elf. I'm an elf boy. No, I'm pretty tired.
You need more
All right.
sleep.
Assuming that I'm going to be down here for a while, I may take this opportunity to read and talk to people if they come in. I don't know what the rest of y'all are doing, but
Do I still hear the people outside working?
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt to finish my food, and I will. I'll ask Lilith. Do you think it would be useful to help the people outside barricade their town?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful. I could come with you until um I go to bed.
Okay.
I'll look at.
I'll head out.
I'll send Reverend with them with instructions to
With instructions to
Okay.
what?
fly back to me if you get in trouble.
Okay. Is he like flying above us, or is he like on one of our
He's
shoulders, or?
perched on Copper's head right now.
I'm gonna try to pet Reverend.
How tall are you, Copper?
I am pretty tall. Let me see here. Oh, I'm 6'6".
Uh,
You may have to hop.
yeah. I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'7".
You do a backflip off the wall just to pat Reverend.
No,
Roll an
I'm just
animal
gonna
handling
climb.
check.
I'm gonna climb on Copper like a tree. Just,
Copper, are you gonna allow that?
Did you need assistance?
can you lean down?
I am now hunched over.
He's
Yeah,
hunched over and Reverend's like scooted back a little bit and he's staring right at your eyes.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pet him.
Roll animal handling.
Do I do that?
No, no need to. Reverend's growing close to you guys.
Damn.
I'm
I
just
really
gonna
wanted
pet
her to
him.
roll that one.
You see Reverend kind of like ruffle his feathers a little bit as you pet him.
I always like being petted.
I really want him just to like hack up a pellet right now. For some reason.
No, he didn't eat any bone, so no reason for him to hack up anything.
Damn.
I'll just find the nearest group of people and ask if they need help.
So you see,
Are you chilling with me, Blue?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm
Okay.
gonna go to the restroom real quick. Y'all keep going.
Okay.
All right. So Lilith and Copper, you see there's about 10 people right now at a gate, not a gate, but a fence right now, and you see that they have set up kind of like pikes at the fence. It's no good for people on foot usually, but it's enough for we would assume zombies. And you
Interesting.
see right now all of them have different forms of weapons. They don't really seem trained. A lot of them just have pitchforks, any farm tools that they can spare. But a couple of them do have spears.
Did you need assistance?
Oh, God.
It's a giant metal creature with an owl.
On its head.
Looks over to you, Lilith. I think we may or may not. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Hi, we're adventurers that were hired to help with the undead problem.
Oh, all right. No, I think Kolk told us if you guys were wondering about just to focus mainly on going to the Mirror of Dead Men itself, we can keep guard over here. And honestly, if there's an attack and a breach, you'll hear the bells.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anything you need help with? Like helping with the barricade or any defense
Uh,
things?
You're so
well, I can look
helpful.
over at the barricade, and it looks pretty well done for for just farmers like them. I don't think so. Is there anything that you can that you think you can help with?
Well, we could try to help you with anything you might need help with. I'm not sure.
And at this point, you hear footsteps behind you. And you hear a voice. Well, if there is one thing that you can help with, and that's to get to the mirror of dead men immediately. As you see a Kolk walking up behind you. As
Don't
of
the
right now,
undead come out at night?
they do come out at night, and if we ever need your help, we'll just sound the alarms and you'll hear it. It'll be
Okay.
a series of bells. But right now, what I want you to do is to rest up.
Okay.
Don't know how many there are at the mirror.
If anything, I wanted to see what kind of undead they were and how they move and the like, so we could be better prepared to deal with them.
Well, sure, if you want to do reconnaissance, you can stay here a little bit. But I do hope for you to rest up.
I will make sure to get my full amount of rest.
Blue and Linmar, what are you doing?
I'm going to take out one of the books I have not looked at yet. And seeing Blue sitting there, I'm gonna kind of. Do you need something to take your mind off of the day?
I mean, I was gonna offer my patrons some of my food, but also it's not great. So I'm looking for something. She's shuffling through her bag to see if there's something to give.
All right. Your patron's been very helpful so far. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
sure we don't upset it
hopefully.
with passable food.
Yeah, or other things. What is it called? The gods, deities.
Took you a while, you got it.
I don't
Yeah.
know if being hungover lasts a full like day.
Godly
Well.
god deities.
Got-
Mm.
but it's deities. But anyways, go ahead.
Happy Easter.
Oh shoot. Oh yeah, it was Easter. Oh no, never mind.
Are you okay, Peggy?
No.
Bro,
I woke up at 10 today. It's not a good day.
Oh,
I usually wake up at 8.
can't relate. I
What?
woke up at like 11.
10 and 11 are the best times to wake up.
I know.
Oh, I
10 is the
have
best
to
time to wake up. 11's a bit late.
I have to wake up at 8 every day. Yay.
I mean it's a good thing to wake up at 8.
It probably is.
Go on.
Anyways, if you keep him happy, it'll be good. It is a him.
Yes. It is a him, right, Ralph?
He's never really revealed his gender to you.
You said okay. Um, we don't. I mean, I don't know what. I don't want to say it because that sounds degrading. So they are.
Alright. Well, if you don't mind, I'll be reading here until somebody interested. If you need me, just let me know.
Yeah. What book are you reading?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. What does this book look like?
Well, which one did you pull out? Because you had the book that had the old magic history. There
Mhm.
was also a book that had the elven elven spells.
I wanted to pull out a new book. Because I have. How many tomes do I have? Let me look at that again. Boobadoo. I have 5, so I want to pull out the third one just to see what it's about.
Okay. Let me roll for this.
I'm skimming. I'm skimming to see what's up.
Uh, this one is a religious book about gods.
Hmm.
You look at the text. It's the same one as the old magic history.
So Elven.
Old Common.
Oh, Old Common. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it appears that this book is about deities, which you might be interested in. I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, that actually might be useful to know about. Do I know Old Common?
You can pick up scraps of it.
Hmm.
As you're flipping through the book, there are parts of it that that have familiar words. Other parts are a bit more iffy.
So yeah, I'll hand her that book to skim if she so desires, and I'll look at the 4th tome.
Okay. God, I totally forgot about your books. Forgot how many you had.
Yeah. So one was spells, one was history, right?
One, well, two of them were about spells. One was old magic. The other one was elven magic in particular.
Okay.
High level elven
That's right.
magic.
That's right. This one is
This one
about
is about old
deities.
deities. And then this fourth book is a bit peculiar.
Oh boy.
It's
I hear
about
Reverend.
the Feywild.
I will read that one
Can
as
you
much as I
read?
can.
Can you read Sylvan?
God, I knew I should have taken linguist. let me see. Let me see.
You with your
I
12
ca-
languages.
I cannot read Sylvan. It's similar to Elvish though, isn't it?
Yes, but it's archaic. You start reading into it, you recognize some of the symbols, but for the most part, it doesn't make any sense to you.
But I can tell that it's about the Feywild.
The there's a symbol in a picture depicted at the cover of the book, and it's familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
It is two trees that are intertwined to form kind of like an arc. And in between that arc, it kind of depicts of like a road going in between that arc and further down, like in very small kind of like a distant picture within the picture. There you see trees there,
Hmm.
kind of like depicting a portal.
Well, I'm
So
frustrated.
that's what rung the bell to you.
Alright. I'm frustrated I can't read this. Oh well. I'll set that one aside for later, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll look at the last book, if I can.
All right. Okay. The last book that you find, it's with all the books that you found at Mormesk's, well, the Wraith's uh, living quarters.
Yes.
This one doesn't seem right. This book is chained up, and there is no opening in the chain. There's no like lock for you to open it. It's chained up, and it has no cover.
Hmm.
You think that book is dangerous?
Anything that's chained has power that somebody doesn't want to get out. So, I suppose it could be.
We should open it.
I like your enthusiasm. Do you have any sort of idea how to open it?
She pulls out her staff.
Does that mean yes?
Oh, wait. She pulls out a crowbar.
I like the way you think. But maybe we'll do this after our current mission. Just to opening a
True.
book of whatever this is inside of a bar may not be the best idea.
I mean, but there might be something cool inside.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Something cool or something terrifying. And I'm sure we'll find out one day.
I mean, terrifying can be cool.
That is true. I should not separate the two.
Mm,
Alright. Since that one won't open, I'm going to look at the book about the old elven magic. I'll read through some more.
Okay. You gave the book to Blue with the old deities.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, are you going to be reading it?
Sure.
I want you, Blue, to roll me a religion check, and for you, Linmar, to roll me an arcana check. Ooh.
20. Oh, that's a first.
No, arcana.
Oh, dear, sorry. I'm dumb. It's the same modifier, but I'll re-roll anyways. See how it goes.
Not bad.
Okay. I'm going to start off with Blue.
Oh, you made the popping noise and I was like, Lidmar pops.
My brain just exploded.
Okay. Blue, it's a pretty difficult read. It's kind of boring in some ways. Some parts are pretty cool because it talks about, these godlike wars in which, gods were kind of like just bickering over their territories and whatnot. Uh, did I ever tell you guys about the the lore about the gods?
You
A
did
little.
off camera a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Okay. So, a millennia ago, you start reading that there were only two beings in the universe. There were no realms back then. There was Ifrit, the light, and Eon, the flux. They gave birth to Serene and Deputy, who were the ones to create most of the realms that were designed in their parents' image. Both of them right now are the ones controlling the prime material plane, and there are other gods that take control of the other planes. Mulgareth, what it wasn't really isn't really considered a being. Similar to Ifrit and Eon, and you know that Ifrit and Eon, they're technically not even beings. Uh, they're more of God.
Forces of nature, sort of.
Sorry, this music, this ambiance. They're more of forces of nature. But Mulgareth, the book talked about as if Mulgareth was just always there, and it starts going really deep into the book and going into how more gods were created by Ifrit and Eon, and these gods would eventually control certain other planes, such as Eon taking control of the Feywild and leaving her daughter, Fira, to take control of the elemental chaos. And as such, as time passed on, there was a battle between Mulgareth and Ifrit. The book is a bit dodgy in the way that it tells things. You can see that the author wanted the book to be correct, but at the same time the author didn't know what was correct. All the author knows was that Mulgareth fought against the gods, and in a final battle, both Mulgareth and Ifrit uh, were lost.
Hmm.
And even though they are still worshipped, the author doesn't particularly know where lies the existence of both of them. If they do still exist, or if they're more of just a part of reality now.
Okay. So some
Okay.
of this stuff. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on, go on.
Some of this stuff Blue already kind of knew because of her thing or her patron, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And upon reading this, you haven't really asked your patron before, but after Ifrit's disappearance, suddenly a new god appeared, and that was Tor. And it's right after the battle that Tor uh, is considered the offspring of Ifrit, and is now the main deity that most people worship. And as you're reading Tor, he's the god of justice and virtue, and you start reading into him, and you start realizing that Tor's how would you say it? Tor's virtues are similar to your patron.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought my patron once told me that, like, they already told me that they follow Tor, or they are a follower of Tor. Something like that.
Yeah, it further reinforces that fact.
Alright, oh, don't tear. Yeah, okay.
And the book does go into the fact that Tor roams the skies with his how'd you say it? Mm,
Powers.
I wouldn't say hounds, but with his
Puppies.
companion. I don't know how to say it. It's like his pets, but not. Like imagine if a guy
His servants.
had a lot of dogs, horses, things like that.
Menagerie?
I guess servants, so to speak.
Guard dogs, sort of. How they.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Is it like that girl that had the two dogs in John Wick 3?
Yeah, kind of like that. Like companion, like partners.
Yeah.
And there is one mention of a golden steed with the scales of a dragon that that is Tor's personal steed.
Huh. Huh. Sweats a little.
And the name for this steed, roll me an intelligence check.
um, be smart, please.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Ooh,
yeah. She's doing
I'm gonna
good.
type it to you so that you can figure out how to say it.
Oh wow, I see how this is.
There you go.
On Discord?
Yeah. All right. That it for you?
I looked at the name and cried a little.
Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Landmar. You start reading about elven magic. Is he there? Remy?
Remy!
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Jester, why don't you go over to Remy's house and punch him in the face?
Does he live near here?
Ryle, you live closer to Remy than Jester does, than any of us do.
I
I
mean, I
expect
will.
you to be there in 5 minutes, Jester.
I'm fat. I'm not gonna run that fast. What the hell are you talking about?
Not considering the fact that you live 3 hours away.
No, I'm just fat. I could probably do it if I was in better shape.
What kind
Remy
of
just
shape do you have
left.
to be to travel 3 hours in 5 minutes?
Don't judge me, Michelle.
I'm sorry, the Flash didn't.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Remy just
Remy.
straight up went offline. Okay. Well, Blue, that took reading all of that took you about until 11 p.m.
Okay.
So by this time, Lilith and Copper would be coming around, and it's weird. Lilith and Copper, you were staying out there, and they said that these creatures would come out at night, but it's all quiet for some reason. And even then, and because of that, a lot of the people are just kind of like questioning it, like, what do we do? Are they really not gonna come out? There's
Is there like a high
there's nothing
vantage
around
point
here.
I could use to, like,
There
a
is
tower or anything?
there's the top of the church,
Sure.
I will also pick up some
and there
stones.
there is also a tower, just as a scout tower at the southern edge.
How long would it take me to get there?
Going to the tower itself, 5 minutes, but going up the tower about 5 more minutes,
God
maybe
damn.
even 10, depending on how fast you go.
I'd like to climb up the tower.
For
Okay.
the sorry, for the zombies or undead, do they only come from one certain side of the town?
You guys are right now at the southern side, but you do know that there are more people on the other side of the town. Just more of them are focused on the southern side because that's the direction of the Mirror of Dead Men.
Okay, I'll probably go down like the general areas, like out of the out of town a little bit, not too far, but just enough to like maybe like 20 or 30 feet, and just like grab some of the larger stones, not like maybe like a good like stone, and I'll just imbue it with light,
Mm-hmm.
magical tinkering. I'll put a device that shines a little 5 foot radius light, and I'll do it spread around the southern side. Just trying to spread it out so that way, if anything they do see, it'll give them a little bit more of an advantage, I suppose, to kind of like see if anything pops up.
Uh, you toss your stones over there, and then this bright light just spreads along the southern border, and the soldiers, not soldiers, the townspeople are just kind of like, "Whoa, what the fuck? That was kind of cool." Just looking back at you, but looking at the edges of the forest, there's nothing there. Edges of the tree, sorry.
Yeah, but I think it lasts until I do it again, which is a long rest. So,
Light only lasts a minute, right?
oh wait, hold on. Uh, 5 feet radius light up to. It doesn't say the time. But I know it's a 6-second long recording message. Up to 25 words.
Oh,
I
this
can
is
do-
your magical tinker.
Yeah,
right?
my basic stuff.
5 foot radius light. Oh, I thought you were casting the light cantrip.
Oh no.
Okay.
I go out of the town, past the barriers, and I find some of the larger stones and imbue them with the lights. And that way,
It's not that bright. Okay.
yeah, just a little bit, so that way if something does come, they may or may not have. They can see it before it actually hits them.
Yeah, you don't see anything there.
Yeah,
Hello, Remy.
I don't know how long it lasts, but it
Hi.
lasts for a while.
What's up, guys?
Remy, hi.
I have major anger.
Yes,
So, what else did Blue learn?
that was it.
Pretty much the name of her patron.
Got it.
And then I went back to Copper and Lilith right now, so I'm gonna go back to you with the books. Cause
We'll finish with Copper and Lilith.
yeah, it'll take you. It took Blue until 11 p.m., so it'll take you to about the same time.
Okay.
Actually, what did you roll? You rolled a 14. Never mind, you would finish earlier.
Earlier.
Yeah, a bit earlier than Blue, because
Okay.
Blue went intensively into it. So Lilith, you climb up the tower. There's a guard right up there right now. He's like, "Oh, hey, you're the one of those adventuring groups, right?"
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if I could see anything from up here.
Yeah, sure. Do you need this? He kind of hands over a telescope to you.
Sure, that would be nice.
Make me a perception check with advantage.
Goody. Come on, 20.
Nice. Holy shit.
Holy God.
Yeah.
This
Oh my
this telescope.
God.
You were looking at the map, and the Mirror of Deadmen, it seems pretty close to Leylon. And as you use this telescope, you can see the edges of the marsh.
Oh, damn.
Of a marsh, and you see at the edges of a marsh, there are. You have night vision, right?
Dark vision?
Sorry, fuck. I'm sorry. You have dark vision. How far can it go?
Well, 60 feet, I think.
60, but 60 feet through the telescope.
Yeah. I don't know about through the telescope.
Telescope rules are a little weird.
Yeah.
I would say that you can that if you're looking through the telescope, it's extended to the range of the telescope.
Probably, yeah, maybe.
It makes sense. I mean, it's not like, because I can only see 5 feet in front of me when I look into the telescope, I can't see further the telescope.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're looking at the marsh right now, and you only see silhouettes because the marsh is still relatively far away,
Mm-hmm.
but you do see silhouettes of a ton of humanoid figures moving like worms.
Yeah.
Like they're crawling on the ground or they're walking.
Like just a mass number of bodies just bumping into each other.
Yeah. Like
Can't get
how...
can't get a good count on how many.
They're that crowded?
And what side is that?
They're not that crowded, but there's just a lot of shadows moving around. You're only seeing silhouettes, and the moon isn't a full moon right now, so there's not that much light.
Are they coming towards the town?
It doesn't seem like they are.
So they're just kind of staying there.
Yeah,
Is that on the south side of the town or?
south side. If you're
Okay.
looking at the map, southwards is the Mirror of Deadmen.
Okay. Does she see my lights?
She's looking way past your lights.
Okay.
That is a horrifying sight.
Yeah. Can do you mind if you tell Kolk that there might not be an attack, but just to keep an eye out?
Yes, I will definitely relay that message to him.
Thank you.
I'll hand him back the telescope and then start climbing down.
Okay. You climb down, and then you see that there's light coming from the edges of the trees, of the tree line.
Hmm. Do I see Copper just throwing rocks and stuff?
Yeah.
What is Copper doing?
He's
He's
imbuing rocks with magical light.
lighting up rocks, and then he's kind of like putting in his arm and kind of blasting it at like a cannon.
Boom, boom,
I love Copper. Oh my god.
It's like a bear cannon at those football games.
yeah.
Oh, those things.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, Copper.
Yes, Lilith.
I'm gonna go back and tell the Kolk guy what we saw.
What did you see?
There's a lot of shapes, stumbling, figures,
Shumbling.
Shambling?
shambling. Thank you.
Oh my
Shamalang.
god.
No one can talk right now.
Shumbling.
Da-da-da-da-da.
This is probably
Copyrighted.
copyrighted.
Kiss the zombie.
Ew. There's a lot of figures around the Mirror of Dead Men, but it doesn't look like they're heading towards the town.
Shall I engage?
No, there's quite a few of them. We could probably investigate the area in the morning, but it would not be smart to do it now.
I shall stay here with the villagers.
Do you not need any kind of rest?
No, as long as I stay stationary, I can still be alert, but I can gain my rest.
Okay. Well, if anything happens, you can let us know back at the tavern, or inn, rather.
Yes. Apologies for charging for the room.
No,
Did
not
you
at all.
need to pay back?
No, I'm sure that's fine.
Very well.
Okay. Let us know if
Okay.
anything happens.
Yes.
And yeah,
For
I'll
time
head
here-
back.
For time here, you do tell Kolk about the. You do relay the message to Kolk.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll head back to the inn after that.
Yeah. So
Because it's late.
going back to Linmar, you're reading the 11th Elven Magic, and
Yes.
earlier, whenever you were at the Trisander Manor, it was talking about the 10th level shaping, how they create the trees.
Before I was rudely interrupted, yeah.
You're continuing that, and that these elves, these high elves, most of these 10th level and 11th and higher rituals would usually take a life, would usually require a bunch of sacrifices to power them, but
Oh.
somehow elves have harnessed all of their power and imbued it with nature, so that no life would be taken, but just a lot of power would be needed, and also a lot of time.
Well, elves have time to spare.
Yes, and these elder high elves would usually spend at least 50 years just sitting down and performing the ritual
That's probably
to
not.
make an entire city.
Man, this is making me homesick. Not really, but
Sorry, I need to reposition myself. And you keep reading through it. There are a bunch of other magical mumbo jumbo that you're just like, oh, well, that's for someone else, I guess.
I know I didn't
And
say this before. Sorry. If there was anything talking about Reverend stuff, I would be interested in that. But if not, then I would
okay,
just be interested in anything else.
you do know that elves take on giant eagles as what do you call them? As mounts, but they're mostly reserved for elite guards. Um, as you're reading through, the book doesn't really mention anything about animals that can transform. Giant eagles naturally occur in the wilds where you lived at,
Hmm.
but there's nothing really about Reverend.
Okay.
But otherwise, as as you read through the book, it's a bit boring. A lot of magical terminology that you don't really understand. Um, and as you finish through, uh, you end right when the chapter about 11th level magic begins,
Oh my god.
and you
Jesus.
decide that's probably enough
Yeah.
for tonight. Your head's a bit throbbing right now from the amount of
Hmm.
information that you just took in.
Hmm. And during this time,
Half of you
nobody's.
kind of like fell asleep.
Who fell asleep? Sorry.
You fell asleep like half of that time.
Oh. Yeah. I'm
It's
not
kind
an
of like reading
intelligent
a
person.
college textbook.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Has anybody entered the bar while this was going down, or has it been a pretty quiet night?
It's been a pretty quiet night.
Okay.
Uh, Whenever you finish, Blue is still reading, but after about 30 minutes or so, uh, Lilith and Copper do enter in.
Oh, I thought Copper said he was staying.
Oh, he was staying? Sorry, my bad. Lilith does enter in.
So Reverend's still with Copper.
Yeah.
I'll probably get like one of the rations.
And feed it to him.
Yeah.
Reverend
Oh,
just eats it up quickly.
Reverend's going to like you a lot.
Reverend's eaten like 5 times today.
Yeah.
It's gonna get fat now. Could be a fat
Mm,
bird. You can't even fly.
No, his metabolism is insane.
yeah.
Not the way Copper can feed him. It's gonna feed him a lot.
Oh no. Oh no. What if Reverend eats Copper? I have become one with Bird.
So, Lilith does come in eventually.
Hmm. Did you learn anything?
I saw the edge of the Mirror of Dead Men, and there's a lot of figures there, but it doesn't look like they're headed towards the town. So, Copper decided to stay with uh, the group to keep an eye on anything that might enter the town, but yeah.
Alright, well, Reverend will stay with him. I'm going to go up to my room. I bid you all good night, and I will see you in the morning.
Likewise.
Is the book coming along well?
Yeah, it was interesting.
What a scholar. Out of game.
Imagine that in game.
Oi,
See,
are you about to go to sleep right now? I need to turn the lights off.
yes, we are just heading up. At least I am.
Don't worry, we can all see in the
Mumbling
dark.
fools about. Wake up, you lazy sack of shite.
As he like takes one of the mugs from the passed out patron and just bashes it against his head. The patron just goes, okay. Gonna gets up and stumbles out the door. And you
Peter!
hear a thud outside the door.
I am
And
sorry. I,
then
I
the
never
mug goes over to the other side.
I never caught your name.
Why do you need one?
Fair response. Good night.
Kind of disregards you and goes over to the other patron passed out, and then this time he takes one of the chairs and like bashes it on his head, considering the fact that earlier a mug shot, a literal mug shot to the face, didn't work. But you do see on the chair, there's like you see an obvious nail just like placed where that the chair can
That is
just
murder.
can just can just stay there and not break whenever he bashes it on someone's head.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I
thought
thought that
you-
was straight up murder happening.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I thought there was like a nail sticking out of it, and he's like,
Mm.
I'm
Think
gonna
of it
pierce
as
this
like
man's windpipe. Like,
think of it as like a chair that the structure of it is basically metal pipes just kind of crisscrossing each other but covered in wood.
oh my god.
Hmm.
And you're looking at it, you're like, that's probably smart considering the amount of chairs broken at bars.
Yeah.
And the guy does stumble outwards, and you hear another thud on the floor outside the bar's pub.
Bar's pub. My god.
Well, are you gonna go up there and sleep now?
Oh, I'm already up there.
I'm talking to you, Tiefling.
Oh, I was heading up after Linmar.
Okay, okay, they're going up, they're going up. What about the cat?
I'm up, I'm up, I'm up.
Okay. Wait, there was a metal man with you. Where is he?
He's not going to be needing a room tonight.
I thought you were already up there. It's fine.
Well, I would have. Okay, never mind.
Right.
He's just talking to himself, man. Just let him talk to
I'm
himself.
Well
sorry.
then, good night.
As he blows the candle, everything goes dark. Morning comes.
Blue has like ears, right? And
Uh
stuff.
huh, sure.
Have I ever tried to pet Blue?
Oh my
I
god.
just
No.
realized this.
No.
You haven't.
Wow!
No,
Blue makes a
it's
claw
not even
attack.
that. It's not even a meow. It's an immediate eldritch blast. It's not a meow. You hear a boom. So you guys wake up. Blue, there was no dreams with you.
Yay!
And Copper, you did stay up a little bit. You started resting there outside with the soldiers. You just from your periphery, from where you're resting, you can see things
Yeah.
and still process them. You just can't move or talk.
Yeah, I have
You
like
do
one
see
view.
you do see the guards or guardsmen, the militia, switching out every 3 hours or so. But for the entire night, nothing. No attacks.
Good. Well, if there's no attacks, then I'll probably just say I'll just say my goodbyes to them, and I'll head over to the tavern.
Where we are
As you
making
head-
our way downstairs for breakfast. Breakers.
Breakers.
Uh, and as you're heading downstairs for breakfast, unlike Toblin's inn, there aren't that many people coming here for breakfast.
I wonder why.
Wonder
I
why.
wonder why, yeah.
But you do see the gnome there wiping the counter again.
Good morning to you, nobody. Was hoping to get some breakfast.
Good morning to you too, elf. What would you like? We got schlop and schlop.
On second thought, my friend here would like breakfast.
Which friend?
Hello.
that one. Good morning, Copper.
Good morning,
God, the metalman. I watched you eat last night. I don't think I liked it. But money is money. 1 silver piece.
Very well.
Thank you. What about your other friends, elf?
Do y'all want breakfast?
Mm, mm,
Speak of the devil, here they come down the stairs.
I thought they were following me. Were
Yeah.
y'all not?
I thought it was up too.
Oops.
That's
Guess
kind
y'all
of weird
never.
for you all to wake up at the same time. What are you? Synced up to the same alarm clock?
what's an alarm clock?
My god, you're not very educated, are you? Alarm, obviously. You know what an alarm is. It's not like we're in the Stone Ages that you don't know what a clock is either.
I don't know what a clock is.
Oh, Blue. I'll have some breakfast.
Which one? Schlop or schlop?
Uh,
Schlop it is. 1 silver piece.
Given options like that, I mean,
yeah, I know. It's so difficult to choose.
God, this sore throat is killing me right now. I had to yell it. Ugh. It takes your silver piece and goes back, disregarding Blue.
Oh.
I'm
Comes back
no.
out. All right, yeah. What do you want?
Schwab.
Just toss me the gold, the silver.
Ping.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Who walks into the back room?
I'll go over to the table and take out a ration for me and Reverend and eat before he gets back.
Coming into town, was there a library?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
Pretty small town. Small towns like these wouldn't have libraries.
Okay. I will. Do they have like? Is this like kind of like a no? I wouldn't say restaurant feel, but do they have like some sort of like salt and pepper kind of thing
Yeah.
on
yeah,
the tables?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But you see them like you know the like at restaurants there's usually like a box of napkins,
Yeah,
right? And right beside those are like the condiments and whatnot.
yeah.
You see there's a box. There's no napkins in the box. The salt and pepper are there. The salt and pepper shakes are there. But there's like a chain with a padlock on it.
Oh my god, this is the sketchiest
This
place.
man.
Reminds me of my neighborhood.
Oh, Jester.
I know the struggles. People stealing your salt and pepper.
I mean, if you guys want, you can roll like an insight check, based off what you've seen around in town. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
What the
Holy-
dang?
You think
Oh
Get it out
this place?
now. Get it out now.
Oh my god, you guys think this place is the
Get it
most
out
trustworthy
now.
place, don't you? It's just like
Lilith.
this is the place to be. This is where I want to raise my children.
I believe we should
Lilith and
move
Copper, you're
the.
just like, holy shit, this must not be a good place. Blue, you're looking at it right now. You've seen the people around here. They don't look impoverished. It just seems like the guy is very paranoid.
Uh,
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
It took a
there we
while.
go.
It just seems like the guy is very paranoid about every damn thing. I mean, judging from the name Bar's Pub, yeah, he's
Yeah.
not really.
Batman.
So you guys are there right now.
Eating.
Is our breakfast eggs and bacon and sausage?
No, it's like he eventually comes out, and it's like oatmeal but grayer than usual.
Oh, that's
Is it like oatmeal
It's
like-
mixed
it's
with
like the old-
grits?
Yeah, and he does have eggs in there, sunny side up. The
Ooh.
thing is, somehow he's gotten the yolk to be like stiff hard, like as if it was overcooked, but the edges, the white part, is still watery.
Ew.
How
I'm
does he
very
manage
intrigued.
that?
Not even Matt
Meanwhile,
can manage that. Like,
That is actually like magic, okay? Because I don't know how he cooked that.
And
meanwhile, Reverend and
for each plate of you guys, there's like one piece of French fry.
Ooh. I
This
ate that
comes out the
first.
bottom.
Reverend and Linmar are just munching on some jerky, watching this happen.
I believe I've
watching
seen
your
people
friends
do
get
this.
poisoned.
I'll
Well,
grab the
yes, it's called
salt.
mastication.
I'll grab the salt and pepper and just like sprinkle a little bit on it.
You try and grab it, it's locked in place by the chains.
Okay.
You can't even move
If
it.
you still want to try, roll me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Dexterity?
Wait, just a straight check?
Yeah, straight check.
Okay.
Okay. So what you have to kind of do. The funny thing is, he's locked the salt and pepper in the box, but he didn't lock the box down. So you take up the whole box and kind of like pour it over
Yeah.
your food.
I'm just standing there shaking it because I don't know how much to put.
Oh god.
Copper, that's a lot. Okay. You have a pile of salt and pepper on your plate now. All right.
Is that too much?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's quite a bit.
God,
I'm
you
sure
know
you
what would be
won't
the
taste
perfect
it.
music for this?
What?
Hold on.
I'll just keep on it.
You have clown music.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Dude.
music that plays in my head when I walk.
Oh god.
God damn it, Chester.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just take a
you guys-
spoonful and just keep on. I'll just eat it.
You don't even taste it.
I
Lucky
think I needed more, Lilith.
as you feel it just getting incinerated by your core.
I'm not even sure you can taste anything.
Can we smell the things he eat burning?
Yeah, and it's you're on the verge of sneezing right now from the amount of pepper that he put in.
Do
The
I need
salt
to
was
roll a
okay.
constitution saving
Like,
throw?
no need. The salt was okay. He kind of like he was pouring the salt in, but you know, salt is kind of like translucent-ish. It's white,
Mm-hmm.
so it kind of like blended well with the eggs that he was like, huh, nothing's coming out. So he switched to the pepper and then just doused the rest of it there.
If you can see anything, any patches below the pepper, you're wrong. You have to keep adding more.
Well, there's
What
next
is
time.
food but pepper? So you guys are just watching this right now.
Right.
What are you guys doing?
Oh.
I'm gonna take a pinch of salt from his plate. And then, I mean, I'm just gonna finish my breakfast. We should head to the Mirror of Dead Men soon, because I
That we
want to see what's
should.
going on.
It's about time we get going. As soon as you'll finish your salt.
I only
I am
added a
done.
pinch. Blue, did you eat breakfast?
She's like, the spoon is in her mouth, but she refuses to take it out or like swallow. She's just like,
You taste it. The oatmeal is bland. It turns out that it's actually oatmeal. It's bland, but I mean it's better than what the fuck that egg was. That French fry was the only good thing. It was
Is it like
perfectly salted. It was a good, it was cooked correctly.
so it was crispy, not floppy?
Yes, it was perfectly
Ooh.
salted too. But there was only
Ooh.
one French fry for each of you.
Nice.
Was it slightly embedded in the porridge as well, so you
No,
have to
no, it
like
was
fish it
separate
out?
from everything else.
Okay.
It was separate from everything else.
Blue, did you need some salt?
It's
She
best you
just,
just force it down.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm eating a ration. She like pulls out something. Like after finishing the French fry, she at least French fry, but she'll pull out something else.
Are you going to finish that?
Do you want it?
I mean, you paid for it, so might as well not waste food.
True.
I'm gonna look at Reverend.
Reverend looks back at you.
Does that look good to you?
Please say no.
Reverend looks at the food, and for the first time, you see him just kind of like.
Thank God he's a smart bird.
There's still hope for you yet, buddy.
He did eat something's eyeball, and he's rejecting this.
That is a sign.
You do know that Reverend loves meat.
That's true.
This is also true.
I'm wondering if I eat something rotten, will that like smell like Is that like
Oh,
is that
That's
no.
gonna make
incineration
you
like kind of like a
smell
fart for
so
me?
bad.
So I wonder if I eat like some bad eggs or some really like potent eggs, will that like smell like a fart?
I don't know.
Listen,
Try it out.
Michelle. No, Michelle.
Calm down. Oh no, we
Calm
lost her.
Michelle.
I'm,
We
I'm
lost
good.
her.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh my god.
She almost died.
No, it's a very regular occurrence.
Alright, are we ready to head out to the mirror?
Yes.
very.
Yes.
Let us do it.
Thank God that only took you guys 2 fucking hours.
Well, it took you
Yeah.
half an hour to describe what was in the book, so.
Fucking ingrates.
I feel like I can't be blamed for this.
Yeah, no, it took Ryle half an hour to describe what was in the books, so.
Yeah,
What,
for 2
Loud?
fucking books, guys. Fuck you. Okay.
Yes.
The funny thing is, I've actually done this kind of situation before with my brother and my cousin.
Why weren't you faster with it then? I'm joking.
Oh my god.
She just called you a bitch.
Lilith
Michelle,
drops
we can
dead.
talk after this, okay?
Damn.
Anyway, you guys start heading downwards to the mirror, past the fences of the town, and you're looking about you. It's basically the same as whenever you were walking from Phandalin to Leylon, but as you get closer to the edge of the Mirror of Men.
Ooh, music change.
Ooh, scary.
Oh, once we're out of the
Spooky,
town,
scary
I will
skeletons.
have my hood up and stealthing.
Running.
Yeah, okay. Once you reach the edge, you can clearly see a defined being on your side right now. But literally one step in front of you, it's dead.
Dead?
A dead grass. And then after that dead grass are the marshes.
Hmm.
And
Right,
you're
so
looking at the water of the marsh, and it is murky brown. You can't see the bottom of it.
Ugh.
And there is this rotting kind of stench for you guys. It's not that bad because the wind is somehow blowing it away from you guys. Or the wind isn't blowing directly to you guys. It's blowing further inland. It's going. The wind is going this way.
Gotcha.
Okay, got you. Okay. Can I? I'm gonna ask for the group to halt just for a moment.
Actually, just because of this, I'll take 2. 2.
Uh.
That's
Ooh.
not it.
Oh.
Sorry, that's not it.
We're back home.
Oh wow.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Oh,
There you go.
now we're dead.
Oh.
Ooh, spooky.
So that's what you
Patreon.
guys see right now. You guys are further down over here.
Should we put our
Okay.
tokens there? Or.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. Big.
Could you shoot me down, please? Oh, thank you.
big, tiny.
There's
Linmar, can you get off?
not supposed to be water over here. But yeah.
There's not supposed to be water?
Well, down where you guys are at. Like
Okay.
you see the over here,
Yeah.
but you're like further down. You're
So
further south. I'm just placing you guys there for now.
just together, I just want to take a moment to gather what is around us. Take one. And I'm going to take a moment to concentrate and do my primeval awareness.
Can you click on that?
Yeah, there's a lot written.
Yar.
Yar. Yar. How do I click on it?
You click on it.
Yes,
Your
I'm
finger.
doing
You
that.
There's a
click the
speech bubble, I
bubble.
believe.
Ah, okay, that's more helpful.
Holy.
It's a lot of information. Basically, I could sense any undead with.
Yeah. Doesn't reveal the location's creature or
Did-
number. Or
We changed this, didn't we? We changed this, didn't we?
We've adjusted it to include my favorite. It's 1 minute of uninterrupted concentration instead of a spell slot. Oh, and 5 miles. Sorry. No, I could favored enemies within 5 miles. Yeah.
And these
it's
creatures.
it says for 1 minute you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you or within 6 miles if you are in your favorite terrain.
Mm-hmm. And it has a little bit of different rules if it's favored.
Yeah, I'm
But
reading it
yeah.
right now. Okay, so you sit down, kind of like in a crisscross position, and start garnering information about you. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I want to look around the area to see anything dead or like footprints or stuff like that.
You're looking at around the area right now. You do see footprints, but no bodies.
Could they be in the water?
That would be my guess.
That would be even creepier. So yes.
Linmar, you guys are on land right now, so you guys are on the very edge of the forest. You're still on the green side of the forest. You're not in the marsh yet. I'm just placing your tokens there.
Oh, I see.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Technically, you guys would be like way back over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone want to go for a swim? Out of game?
No.
Linmar, you can't determine numbers by primeval awareness, right?
Nope.
No, but can I, would I get a stronger presence if there was more?
You get an immense presence of undead over here.
Everywhere?
This entire marsh.
Right.
It's almost intoxicating for you to like receive it through your senses.
This is, an unhealthy place.
Unhealthy?
When I concentrate like that, I can sense undead nearby. I can't exactly sense number. But that is the strongest sense of undead I think I've ever felt. And it feels very concentrated. Just be cautious, because
Should I
even though
use-
I can't see anything.
Should I use my mage hand to try to dig around in the water? See if that.
Mm, I think we should just walk out there. Just be prepared for anything that might happen.
Would it be better to try to stir up the water and see if anything comes at us rather than walking over there ourselves?
I don't think we should disturb the water if we can help it.
Hmm.
Unless you want to. Be
Well,
my guest.
Are back here, so I guess I can try that. Mage hand, I think, is 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll be within 20 feet of the water, and then use the mage hand to try to, like, splash around.
You do walk onto the dead grass to be able to get to it, but you're not at the edge of the water yet.
Yeah, I'm standing away from the edge of the water.
And whenever you use your mage hand, you can't feel through your mage hand.
No, I can just... yeah.
Okay. So what are you gonna do with your mage hand?
Kind of just splash around. Not splash around, but, like, kind of dig around, see if it feels anything, bumps into anything.
You do feel it. Quote,
And if I
unquote.
feel anything, I would try to grab it. Bump into
This
anything?
seems like a bad
Yeah,
idea.
it does bump into something. Do you grab it?
Yeah, and pull it up. Not towards me, but up. Out of the water so we can see what it is.
Okay, you pull it up, and it's a bunch of mud and dirt, and there is a bone sticking out of that. A tiny,
Oh!
Fun.
it's like a fractured rib.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Shall I go first?
If you so desire. We're in this now. We don't exactly know where we're going. Which is never great. But there's gotta be a reason that this just happened out of the blue. And if
Oh,
I were to guess, it would be in the middle of the marsh.
Okay,
I'll
well,
start walking forward ahead of them.
You start walking forward, and to get to there, you do have to waddle through a part that's filled with water. You can't see through the water right now. It's murky and it smells, and this murkiness, it's kind of like is like sewage color, like brown. And as you're walking through, the ground is very difficult to walk through. Are you the only one walking through, or is anybody following you?
So, how far is the space we have to walk to get to that island?
To get to this island?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
How much water is in between that?
20 feet of water.
Hmm.
So Lilith kind of like scooped the edge of the water from the edge of the island.
Okay, I'll just hold my action if anything jumps out of the water at Copper until he's on the island. Then I'll.
So Copper's the only one walking through.
Unless somebody
Yeah.
else wants to.
Copper, as you're walking through, it's very hard to walk through. I want you to roll me just a general dexterity check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I would also like to hold my action to cast, I don't know, Chill Touch, if anything jumps out.
That might be good. Hold
Yeah.
action.
Hold action to do what, Ken?
Oh,
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
So
Yeah.
Help me, help me.
as you're walking through, the ground feels really uneven. It's weird. You expect to feel mud beneath you, but sometimes you do feel the mud, but sometimes it's suddenly hard, and then goes back to soft, and then your foot digs in, and then you trip, and you land you fall face first into the water.
Oh,
As
buddy.
you fall face first into the water, your head goes below the water level, and right in front of you, as your eyes just blink to adjust itself to the water,
Uh,
you see a skull, this kind of like broken jawed, like almost screaming at you
ah!
with only one eye that's open. The eyelids are out, the skin is peeling off, and it's like just kind of
Arm blade.
yelling at you, but it doesn't make a sound.
Arm blade. I don't care.
You do that, you crack the skull,
Upwards, so that way they can see I'm struggling here.
and then you go back upwards with your arm blade on the skull.
There are dead things in here.
Well, yes, I did say that. Are you okay?
Yes. Did you need assistance crossing?
Well, no. He made it across. He's on the other.
You made it across, yeah.
Okay.
Eventually.
I'll just try to follow in his footsteps, but when he got to the place he fall, I'll try to
Yeah,
just
I was gonna
hop
say
over
I'll just try to like stay like near that area, but not to get in, but like to extend my arm to help him out, so they can
Okay.
skip over that a little bit.
Roll me a dexterity check, Linmar.
Yar. I mean, not yar. Sure. Dexterity check. That's a save. Whoopsies.
Shame.
Oh, that would have been really good. Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
Really?
Yes, you get those
Two natural
natural
20s on
20s
the other side.
Get those natural 20s
Aw.
out right now.
Shut up.
So you begin you begin waddling through, and the same feeling as I narrated earlier.
Ugh.
There's soft and hard and suddenly super soft. Then it doesn't feel like ground at all. It feels like you're stepping on someone, and then you hear a bone crack, and you kind of like rush through,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't end up tripping like Copper did.
Cool. Once
But
I
it
get
did-
on the other
it did-
side, I'll.
It did take you a while.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. Rough terrain.
Yeah. I'll prestidigitate that stuff off of me once I get to the other side. Don't
As
want
I'm
any
standing there
mess.
next to you with full of mud and shit.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry, buddy. Got you. I'll prestidigitate that man as much as I can.
Did you need assistance, Blue and Lilith?
Yes. That would be appreciated. And yeah, I'm gonna try to cross.
I'll
Okay.
go in deeper just so they don't get all muddy.
Both of
just-
you roll me dexterity checks.
I just cleaned you. Okay,
Okay.
whatever.
Aw, Blue, you just took a bath also.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's the deck? Oh, here we are.
Oh.
Nice.
Oof. Okay, I saw
Ooh,
that
that
3
would've
and I
been
was like,
bad.
ay, ay, ay.
Big rip.
Both of you manage it just fine, but you still have that feeling of uneasiness on the ground.
And so we enter the marsh.
We are halfway there now.
I'm not so sure about that one. Whoa, we're halfway there. I'll send Reverend.
Whoa.
I'll
We are
send,
halfway there. Whoa.
I'll send Reverend up into the air just to keep an eye out, and if he sees something freaky, to come back and point his head in the direction he sees it.
Okay. Reverend flies up in the air.
Do I need to
just-
roll perception for him, or is he good?
He's good.
All right. So are the islands what they look like here?
So you guys can move around now.
How? Okay. Is. That's a far jump.
Is that a bridge over
That
here?
is a bridge.
Interesting. Is that a path there?
Oh,
No, it's kind of like where the water kind of like seeps in through.
Oh.
Got it.
Because remember, this is a marsh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's nothing moving in the water. Or
There's nothing moving.
this is
Uh,
very strange.
Okay. I guess I'll cross.
Which direction are you going, buddy?
Did you want to go near the bridge over there?
That's a thought. Although this area right here appears to be pretty short distance, it might just be easier to go there.
Yes, we might be able to hang from the tree.
Oh, that's what I was thinking, at least. I'm light, but I don't know about the rest of y'all.
hey, I think I'm pretty light.
You are very fluffy, Blue.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It was a compliment.
Okay. Well, then I will cross then. If that's the way you want to go.
I don't know where to go. That's the problem. But
Well, you did say head
deeper
towards
into
the
the
center.
marsh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We
Like,
should
how
also-
far is the branch of that tree there, Ryle?
Measure it.
It's like 3 feet?
Mm-mm. No.
Also, is that tree like hefty, or is it looking all dead, or whatever?
The tree, you see the leaves on that tree, they don't look green. They're almost like grayish.
Hmm.
As you're looking at it, Linmar, you feel like if you grab anything through that tree, it'll just snap
It'll
right off.
just snap off. And I can't see how deep this water is.
No.
Can I grab this log over here?
It's a very
That's a
big log.
big log.
Can I attempt to?
Sure. Strength check.
Every time they say log.
Oh.
I had.
I don't have a can to talk into. 21. I mean,
Jesus.
your circuits do like grip on it, but as you carry it, it's way too heavy for you.
Okay.
But seeing that the log, as you like lift it up, you see that the log was resting on the floor. It's not floating.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so the wood's not floating.
No.
Okay.
Did I ever get a quarterstaff? I thought I had a quarterstaff at some point.
Right now it is about 2 o'clock.
Really? 2 o'clock?
Already?
You
Oh, I
took
do have a...
you woke up at around like 9 and took some time to eat
That's fair.
and then traveling.
I have a feather staff. So can I use that feather staff and stick it in the water in front of me to see how deep it goes?
Yeah. You stick it in the water. The water goes about 3-4 feet deep until it touches something at the bottom. It touches something at the bottom and you feel like you're like poking it and the stick kind of like slips. It slips from something that was hard into suddenly soft ground.
Alright, this doesn't exactly feel like the safest distance. However, I could try to jump it. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
If
Wait,
you like, I
or
can
we
stand
could
in
just...
the middle.
I
can extend my
ground-
arms out.
That's an option. It's just the ground did not feel very stable there. We could do what you said originally and cross over here. It is a shorter distance, and then we could just use the bridge. That might be the better option.
Very well. I'll start walking over there.
Yeah, I'll walk over there, and then can I check how deep this water is here? With my feather staff?
Yeah, it's about the same.
About the same? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a jumpable distance? It's like, what, 5 feet?
Could be.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just hop over.
Okay, roll me
And I-
a acrobatics check.
Okay. Come on, roll 20, be good to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of use the feather staff as a what do you
Pole
call
vault.
it? Pole vault. Yeah.
All right. Then yeah, cool. I'll do that, and then I'll hold out my hands to anybody else tries to.
I'm gonna try to get a running start and then jump.
Acrobatics.
Come on. Oh my god. God.
I mean, could I have helped her? Because I was trying to
Mm,
catch her.
I was trying to
no.
help them, but
Oh well.
So as you jump, right as when you jump, your foot slips off the dirt a little bit,
Shit.
and you land face first into the water, and your face kind of like your face goes in between something's rib cage,
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
and you kind of
Oh.
pull your head up, and your hair and your horns start getting stuck at the rib cage, and your head is still down there in the water right now.
Oh God.
I will attempt to pull her out.
I'm going to be screaming.
Underwater.
I will just start walking across
Well, no, not
and pull
underwater
her
because
out.
I can't waste air like that. But
So you pull her out as you start walking across, Copper.
Yeah, I'll just walk across, find where she is, I'll pull her out.
Okay, you do pull her out, but you do see that her around her head right now is what seems to be a humanoid's rib cage. No head, nor no legs, just the rib cage around her head. Her horns are stuck.
Can I break the ribcage?
help, help, please.
I am assisting you, Lilith.
Get it off, get it off. I'm gonna try to
You
like
take your arms
pry it
and kind
off.
of like break the rib cage apart, just splitting it open.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
I shall place you on the other side.
Thank you. Just
That was graceful.
Linmar will be able to assist you with cleaning yourself.
Yeah, I will.
Blue, did you need
Suppose.
assistance?
I think I got this.
I will stay here just in case.
Acrobatics. Let's do this.
Nat 20, nat 20. Damn.
oh,
Oh my God, guys. Guys.
I was there.
Guys.
I can
I
just
think I
walk
got this.
across, guys.
Oh, I got this.
Oh my God.
You get on all fours, and you see that there's a tree in front of you. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna have to jump on that tree, and I can just climb my way down afterwards. You leap up into the air, grab a hold of that thick tree branch, and as you do, you hear and the tree branch just falls onto the ground with you on it, and you make a loud splashing noise onto the ground, and you are just your fur is dirty, your hair like your just certain bones are actually stuck in your fur right now.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, God. She's.
I will pull her out.
And also mud.
She does that animal. Once she gets on land again, thanks
Are you on
to.
the other side?
Oh, Copper
I'll
said
pull.
he'd help me.
Yeah, I'll pull her out. I am
Are you on
assisting
the
you,
same
Blue.
side or on the other side?
Oh, no idea.
I'm in the center. I said I was going to stay in the center to make sure. There, and I'll pull her out. So I'm still in the center between the two land masses, and I'll just transfer her. And I am assisting you, Blue. You seem to have fallen.
Have you fallen and
Thanks,
need help?
Copper.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
That's the one I was trying to do, except my tired brain could not remember that's how it went.
Linmar will be able to assist you cleaning yourself.
I can give it a try, that's for sure. I'll try to prestidigitate as much of the mud off of everyone as possible.
You do
I'll
so,
just-
but there are
I'll
still
just walk.
bones stuck in Blue's fur.
You know that dog thing where you spray it with water and it starts shaking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now
Can cats
insert
do that?
Mew.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah,
I feel
think
like cats do that.
I think cats do that. Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
both do it. You start shaking. Some of the bones get out, but some of it is just tangled in there.
God.
Here, let me see if I can help. I'm gonna help try to detangle her fur
Alright.
and pull it out.
You do so. The rest of you guys, what are you doing?
I'm gonna test out this bridge, I suppose. Does it seem sturdy at all?
It seems pretty sturdy for how long it's been here.
Okay, I'll cross it.
You do.
Yeah.
It does not
Um,
break.
does not break. Cool. Um, I don't know, man. Is there like anything on this island at all of interest?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh look at. Oh. Oh. Wow.
Wow!
Holy hell!
Roll
Wow,
20.
Johnny, that's really cool.
Um, well, cool. You do see over. I'm just gonna freehand it because honestly, blech.
Cause blech.
Blech.
Cause
You
blech.
do see over here. There's an odd thing. It's sticking out of the ground, and on it you see kind of this skull, but there's something shiny on the skull.
Hmm. I'll approach it.
You'll approach it. You see sticking out of the ground someone's spine was used as kind of like a pike, and the skull is sitting upright, and there is what looks to be a ruby in that skull's nose, so making kind of like an upside down heart.
Okay, this is strange. Eh. Is it a trap at all? Is it some sort of trap? Like, this is a silly trap. Is it some sort of like iconography? Um, symbol of some sort? Or is it just a weird ass ruby nose situation going on?
Um, roll me either an Arcana check or an Investigation check.
Hmm. Oh, I love that. It's the same score. To investigation, I suppose.
Oh.
You're checking around that thing. It doesn't look to be a trap. There's nothing else around it. You're checking the direct immediate areas around it. You're checking for any wires or any hidden grounds, especially on the island that you're on. Nothing. It doesn't seem like to be a trap.
Does he point it out to us?
At this
He's
point,
on it right now.
huh?
You do see that he's kind of like inspecting the area, and you do see that thing there.
Yeah. Assuming the rest of y'all are following.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I would have followed too.
Yeah.
Should I try to
Blue's
touch
coming
it
to you guys, picking
with
out the
my mage hand?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll use my mage hand to try to pick it up.
You try to pick it up. Uh, you try to pick it up, and your mage hand won't budge. It's not budging.
Hmm. Seems to be stuck in there.
Can you grab the ruby?
I will try to grab the ruby.
Okay. You take your mage hand, and the fingers go in and kind of pry the ruby out until the ruby does come out. But as the ruby does, but as the ruby comes out, you hear the ground exploding from the ground around you guys.
Oh
Is
god.
a Let me put some music while this happens.
Oh my god.
So I should have done Arcana, is what I'm hearing.
Ancient black dragon.
Is that fine? Yeah. You see appearing from the water around you guys is this giant skeleton with two large horns on top of its head, carrying a huge axe on it. On the opposite side, you see this green, large, bloated creature with one of its arms just looking like something's maw. And more than that,
that's really gross looking, actually.
Alright.
following it, you see three more figures pop up, and they're bloated, more bloated than this giant thing over here, with a maw for a hand, and you can literally see stench lines coming out of them.
Ugh.
And then you see.
Oh my god, there's a lot.
Oh
Oh
my
God.
god.
Put the ruby
What
back.
is this?
Goodbye.
Why?
Stick the ruby back in there.
Put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back.
Four kind of zombie-like creatures, which all of you know. You've seen these creatures before back in the Wave Echo Cave.
Mm-hmm.
You quickly dispatched of them, but this time they're not just humanoid creatures, they're not just dwarven creatures. You see some with missing arms, some with not even a head, but still moving. And some with their rib cages like literally pried open, as if they were a cage.
Ugh.
Oh my
And
god.
that's where we end the session.
What the fuck?
Oh, cliffhanger. Oh,
Oh
man.
god. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Sorry for telling you to remove that ruby.
Yeah. I mean, I should
Although
have
Oh.
asked.
I feel like if we crossed that little bridge there,
You didn't
we would
pull
have
the
popped
ruby
out.
back to you. It's still over here. Right there.
What's
Wait,
up?
what?
You didn't pull the ruby back to you. As soon as you pulled that out, these creatures
Oh
popped
yeah,
out.
I know. It's still over there.
And you
Yeah.
notice that it's still daylight.
Yeah. I should have
Y'all
asked,
fucked
is
up.
anyone holding any hold actions? I wanted to.
No,
but I was
it's
like,
fine. None of us said it, so it's fine. I think if we had crossed that, though, they would have popped out anyways. It looks like they're preparing an ambush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if
They-
it's strictly related to the ruby or not, but we'll see. I guess.
Probably. Maybe. Well,
Boy.
Alright, what are we calling the session?
Let's see. I think we should just call it the Mirror of Dead Men.
Okay.
Or oh god.
Fine with that. Mirror of Dead Men.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll end the stream here.